What is up? Greetings, America and beyond, and welcome, friends, to the Brightside, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado, registered pharmacist number 12275. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality, to your health, to your well-being, and to addressing your challenges, your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to the Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That's why we are here every day on the Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 26 years of practicing pharmacy, I've seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and high blood pressure and obesity and acne and eczema and psoriasis and rosacea, digestive ailments and autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure, because the human biological system is a healing system, it's a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. This renewing system is how the body operates. If you have questions about health, nutrition, prescription drugs, if you want to get off your meds, if you want to help a loved one, a workmate, a family member, a friend get off their meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we're here for you on the Bright Side. Our number is 855-660-4261. Get on board early. It's first come, first serve, and the lines fill up fast. 855-660-4261 is your number. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products that you hear us talk about or advertise on the program, head over to brightsideben.com, click on the shopping cart, and you'll find all the longevity products up there, including my personal favorite, the BTT, Beyond Tangy Tangerine, multivitamin mineral complex powder that you add to water. You drink it up, sip on it all day long. It's like giving yourself a nice steady state, low-level influx of vitamin A and vitamin C and vitamin D and vitamin K and essential amino acids and MSM and chondroitin, fruit and vegetable powders, potassium, chromium, truly a cornucopia of nutrients. It's $50 a canister. Most folks will notice appetite suppression, weight loss, more energy, just feeling better within 1 or 2 doses. If you haven't tried this stuff yet, give it a shot. You can find out all about it at brightsideben.com, or you can call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. All right. Thanks for joining us once again on the Bright Side. I want to talk a little bit more about the electrical nature of food, our main point being that we eat for electrical energy. We eat for the electrical qualities of food. Whether we know it or not, when we eat, we're choosing foods, we're preferring foods anyway, that are electrically active. By choosing these electrically active foods or by amping up, by turning on electrical energy, we can eat less food. If you're one of those folks that finds that you can't stop eating food, chances are you're not getting enough electrical energy from foods, which means you're probably eating a lot of dead food and a lot of processed food. A McDonald's hamburger doesn't count as an electrically active piece of food. No fast foods, for the most part, are going to count as electrically active pieces of food. That is processed fast food. Vegetable fast foods or spirulina fast foods or sprout fast foods are loaded with electrical energy, and one of the advantages of eating these kinds of live foods is you're going to eat less calories. Same is true about amping up the electrical energy of your food. If you can amp it up, if you can turn up the electrical energy of food, you're going to eat less. Yesterday, we talked about Celtic sea salt, really any sea salt or rock salt or Himalayan salt, and nutritional oils will increase the energetics of food. Combining salt and oils is one of the all-time great strategies for losing weight and eating less calories. Combining avocados with salt, combining nutritional oils and salt and vegetables, roasting your Brussels sprouts with oil and Celtic sea salt, using sprouts and oil and salt. Get yourself a box of sprouts, get some spicy sprouts, throw on some Celtic sea salt, put on a bunch of oil, and eat that box of sprouts. And I guarantee you that's going to be one of the most filling meals you ever eat. It's going to cost you $3, and you're going to get lots and lots of electrical energy. Another great way to amp up electrical energy is use water. Use lots of water with your foods. This is one of the reasons why liquefying foods is such an important health strategy. When you liquefy foods, first of all, you're going to get better absorption. It makes it easier for your body to handle the nutrients. It's like pre-digesting the foods when they're liquefied. But liquid foods are also more electrically active. Liquids, soups, juices, smoothies. They're easier for the body to process because they are, in essence, pre-digested, but also the water content makes these foods more electrically active. Eat watery foods. Drinking water is probably a good idea with your meals. It's probably a good idea to drink lots of water, actually. But if you're eating live foods like sprouts and like vegetables, you're going to get water in a structured form. Water in a live food has a certain kind of chemical structure. It may come as a surprise to you, but there's actually two types of water. Or more accurately, there's two phases in water. There's an organized phase or a structured phase, and there's a disorganized phase, a chaotic phase. When you eat live food, you get organized, structured water. And this is one of the reasons why eating live foods, eating the water content of live foods can be so filling and so satisfying. Water is super interesting stuff. Despite the fact that 70% of our planet and our bodies is composed of water, most of us still don't have a good grip on how we can best leverage the power, the electrical energy of this ubiquitous substance that's so vital to life. You can go 2 months without food, but if you don't have water for 2 weeks, you're going to be lucky to make it even 10 days without water. Most people probably wouldn't make it 1 week without water. Basically, no water, no life. When it comes to eating and when it comes to health, and please do not underestimate the unbelievable importance of the relationship between eating and health, of the relationship between food and health. When it comes to eating behavior and health, you want to eat light, you want to eat less, and you want to eat liquid. Light, less, and liquid. When I say light, I'm talking metaphorically light. That means we want to be eating not heavy foods. We want to be eating lighter foods. Lighter foods have more electrical energy. And we want to eat foods that contain light energy, like live foods, like vegetables, like sprouts, like spirulina and chlorella and seaweed. These are all foods that are close to light. They've trapped the energy of light, and they haven't gone down the food chain. They're closer to photonic light energy. Sprouts, vegetables, seaweed, chlorella, spirulina. We want to eat less. Every single study, nearly every single study that's been ever done on longevity shows that the less you eat, the longer you live. And common sense will tell you the same thing. The less work your body has to perform processing foods, digesting foods, clearing poisons out of the body, the more energy it has to grow and repair. Now, certainly you want to get your nourishment, but the less calories you eat while maintaining your nutrients, I call it the CRAN diet, calorie restriction adequate nutrition, or calorie restriction optimum nutrition, the healthier you'll be and the longer you will be living. And if you're dealing with autoimmunity or any kind of immune disease or any kind of inflammatory disease or any kind of degenerative disease, eating less foods is one of the most powerful, all-time great strategies for helping yourself feel better and accelerating the healing and regenerating process. And eat liquid. Eat water. Liquids are so important. Smoothies and juices. Grind your foods up. Back in the late 19th century, the great Austrian visionary, philosopher, inventor, Victor Schauberger developed some very important ideas about water that can be applied to fluid dynamics, fluid movement, fluid dynamics and fluid movement in the human body. Schauberger studied water in nature. He studied how rivers flow, how springs move, and many of his understandings about the movement and the energy conduction, the energy production of moving water can be applied to the human body. I'll tell you what I mean when we come back from our break. I am Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to the Brightside on the Genesis Communication Network. Our number 855-660-4261. We got more good stuff coming up right after this break. Don't go away.
Many Americans suffer from poor digestion, which can adversely affect their health.
For you guys who have digestive issues, glutathione is amazingly important for inflammatory bowel disease, ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease, stomach cancer. The glands of the stomach produce lots of glutathione. So glutathione's got multiple roles to play, and one of the best ways to upregulate, to make more glutathione, is to take the building blocks, glycine being one of the most important of the building blocks for making glutathione. Your ultimate enzymes contain something called trimethylglycine. We know it as betaine. We talk about betaine as an important ingredient for acidification, for keeping the pH of the stomach nice and low. But betaine can also help you make glutathione.
Help your body build glutathione. Order Ultimate Enzymes by calling 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470, or on the web at brightsideben.com. That's brightsideben.com. Order today.
This is Bill Brown, Midas Resources, Gold and Silver, government shutdown, inept politicians, unfunded entitlements, looming Obamacare, the death of the U.S. dollar as the global reserve currency is what nobody wants to acknowledge. We have a debt bubble that cannot be paid and will eventually crash the dollar. If you are concerned about maintaining your purchasing power, consider this. Gold and silver are up 497% in 13 years. Call me, 800-686-2237, extension 332. Together we can discuss your options of buying gold and silver. Analysts agree the dollar's problems are increasing. Call me, Bill Brown, 800-686-2237 at extension 332, and we'll discuss your option of buying precious metals. Also, I can send you information on how you can roll over your IRA or 401k into a precious metals IRA. Don't get caught with money in your account when the dollar collapses. Call me, Bill Brown, at Midas Resources, 1-800-686-2237, extension 332.
Great news, pure water lovers. BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com has a special discount offer for all GCN listeners. You can't do better than a Big Berkey for economy. For only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. There's none better than a Big Berkey for emergency preparedness as a backup water source. And you just can't beat a Big Berkey to remove dangerous chlorine, all types of fluoride, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, parasites, and unhealthy byproducts from municipal water. Berkey water filter systems are even powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. For the gold standard in water filters, get a Big Berkey at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And all GCN listeners get 5% off all ceramic filter systems. For details, call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
I will never forget the day my son Jeremy told me he hated me and slammed the door in my face. I'm behavioral therapist Janet Lehman. Behavior problems can turn the child you love and your life into a nightmare. That's why my husband James and I created the Total Transformation, the step-by-step program that shows you how to fix the worst behavior problems and get your child to respect and listen to you again. No matter what the behavior, defiance, backtalk, angry outbursts, disrespect, we can help you stop it. Now you can get the Total Transformation for free. All you need to do is get the program and let us know how it works for you. You can keep it forever for free.
Limited number of free programs available. Call now. 1-888-912-1595. 1-888-912-1595. That's 1-888-912-1595. 1-888-912-1595.
Not just an alternative to the mainstream media. We're the premier independent talk radio network. We are GCN.
We're back on The Bright Side. Thanks, folks, for being here. We're here Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific Time and 10 to 11 Central Time, 24/7 on our archive page at brightsideben.com. You will find a shopping cart up there. You'll find a join the team link that you can click on if you want to start a longevity business, make some money selling longevity products. You can also call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. If you've got questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, you want to get off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, questions about ingredients, about formulations,